Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL, once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Atlanta Falcons. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 4. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, it's Thornton. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here comes the Bears punter now. as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if there's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Looking for London on the out route complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Pierce. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
First down, Chicago.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Completes this one to Thornton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Bears will strike first here, this wild card matchup. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Robinson up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll go with the keeper. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now they'll fake the give here on the end around and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by, and they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And able to get this out to the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Operating from the gun. Pierce. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Here's 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Pierce. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Carson. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. Off the play fake. Carson. They'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 87 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So out come the Falcons now. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
At the 30-yard line, a gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
9 yards. And the Falcons, first down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
17-0 our score after 1. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
The Falcons, first down.
Operating from the gun. Pierce got London on a slant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Yards. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Keon Coleman from 17 yards out. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And the Bears first down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? Second quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him. And, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Bears first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Loveland. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Falcons 37.
Looking to throw. Parson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Off play action. Parson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's Pearman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bears continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Falcons ready to take over. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Pierce. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A give to Robinson on the option. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Pierce. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on return. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on 3rd down, Carson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Chicago.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now 2nd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Looking to throw. Carson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
Back to throw. Carson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hanson with our EA Sports. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
Tyler Luke set to kick off.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to ride for the 3rd quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
He's taken down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be Falcon football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the counter, this is Robinson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete to Palmer. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returning here is Wright. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during the series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. And fights through one man. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Over the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
From the gun on third down, Parson. That is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
That's good for the Bears. First down. First and goal, Chicago.
Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown, Bears! Colston Loveland taking it in. And the Bears extend their lead yet again.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There's a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And the Falcons, first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On the give, here's Robinson. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 68 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped. At the line of scrimmage.
10-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 10 yards out. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, it goes over. And some room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Pierce. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Handoff now to Robinson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Pierce. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Falcons first down.
Off play action. Pierce. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pierce. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson from a yard out. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can do it.
21-yard line.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Carson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Carson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before you get the first down.
Here's more on the return. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta regains possession of the football. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin their 1st and 10. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this one is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bears up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
That's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. 77 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Operating from the gun, Pierce. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
And the Falcons first down.
On the draw, Robinson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake. Pierce. He's got his man. It's Rain. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Falcons first down.
They'll run with Robinson. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Allen will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Pierce. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 4 yards out. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this fourth quarter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Looking to throw. Carson. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. A gain of 12. And the Bears first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. They've been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 18-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
First down. A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Chicago.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Ball on the 8, second and 2. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears are an extra point away from going up by 30. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is now an even 30. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.